the FBI is involved now. You don't even got to worry about our volunteers. Veterans worldwide now know who you are. I would look very closely behind. $84 from a veteran nonprofit. They did. They dug. We know you're in India. We'll find you. You know, this just reassures that we're doing the right thing because Satan is attacking. But look, Satan, give up. You're never going to win. All right. Next big thing. We'll do the fellowship breakfast next week, but right now, this is the big push right here. Together, everyone accomplishes more. You know, I've been beating that drum for years, right? March 14th, 15th, 16th, the 51st U.S. Veteran Joint Service Command, a resource partner of ours, is coming down to help us at Bob Rush. We're calling this Operation Paul Bunyan. Why? Because we had a very bad winter down here and we got a lot of trees down. So that's what we're going to be handling on Operation Paul Bunyan. Organization or ministry to help step up and support feeding these outstanding volunteers. There's a lot more that's going to be coming out of what we need, but people, you got to understand this is what it takes to make these things happen. Okay, there's things. We were in a discussion earlier today. We have 4 twin beds and 4 cots at the Bob Rush right now. And we have 35 veterans coming. Our guest was saying something about math. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. The next big thing after that is May 31st. Operation In It to Win It. Woodlawn Church has stepped up and said, we will host this event. So my question is, where will you be sitting? Will you be sitting in the prayer room, praying for the mission? Will you be sitting in the human resource room, developing the human resource policies for this mission? Will you be sitting in the resident application room, developing the resident application to give to the veteran for them to come stay with us for a year? Will you be helping us design up the community engagement? And what resources do you think are the most important that we put on the facility? Look, folks, you hear me all the time say, I get emails, Facebook messages, texts. You need to do this. You need to do that. Okay, great. Here's your chance. My team, God bless them, we can do this all via Zoom. Yeah, we could. But no, if you want input, you have to make the trip to Paducah, Kentucky. Because anybody can sit behind one of these things and talk out the side of their head. I'm just putting the facts out there. Big decisions are made in small rooms. A wise man hear and increases learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. Here's your chance. But during that event, come on, maybe. All right, it is the last. All right, we'll stop sharing. But during that event, you are going to be able to come and meet some of our resource partners. Because we're turning this into a veteran service fair at the same time. That's my whole weekend was tore up with that bank thing. So that's what you get this week for the update.
Well, and actually, there's a lot of good news in the midst of the one. There's a lot of good things coming up here. Operation Paul Bunyan, to be able to clean up and do all the things on the grounds there that need to happen, and then to have the meetings taking place in person there on May 31st. That's huge.
Again, we couldn't be doing it without all of our volunteers. Without all of you guys, we couldn't be doing this. I take no credit for the benefits of the success of this mission. I don't. But I take full responsibility of the failures.
As a good leader, it's one of those, I kind of shake my head a little bit, but at the same time, I get it. I totally get it. And so we appreciate you more than you know.
Yeah, but I understand we got a really cool brother in arms today. How long have we've been working to get him in here?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. You know, he was here with us not that long ago. We did get to have a little tease with him.
It was a tease, but it wasn't this. It wasn't a full. It was a tease.
Well, let's bring him on in, and you guys are gonna love Thomas. Thomas Long is joining us here, and I am so glad to have you in the house. How are you tonight?
Good evening. How are we doing, Project DieHard? Susan, Brian, how's everything going?
Well, you were backstage. You saw the update.
Roger that. Sorry to hear that somebody would try to take advantage of an organization such as yours doing the good things that you're doing and allow, just be out there. Know that it's not just targeted directly at you. They're targeting everything and anything they possibly can at all times. It's an absolute horrible thing that they do.
Oh, it is. It is. When I went into the bank, they went, another one. I was like, whoa.
Awful.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute. How much is this happening?
Right. And did they say, oh, don't worry about it. It's federally insured. We'll get it back for you.
No.
Right.
Their loss prevention. We had a nice talk. When I gave them all the information our fellow veterans gave me about the IP address, the call center where this person came out of, and they were like, how did you find this out? I said, right. I had all weekend.
I have my ways.
Yeah, I know a guy who knows a guy. Trust me. Yeah, you don't. Look, little India dude, you pick the wrong people to pick on.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, not to stay focused on the negative, but you have a lot of beautiful things happening inside the organization, like Susan was, bringing light to, with your Operation Paul Bunyan, having that many volunteers come down to be able to help you do what needs to be done. God bless you.
That's huge.
God bless you.
Again, brother, if you weren't having to go to Georgia, I know you'd be there, but
That's
you got to
right.
be in Georgia during that time.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, again, this is to answer to all those people. I didn't pick the date they're coming down.
Right. Right.
Don't blame me.
No, they got to do it when OPSEC is available for them. When their operation is, available, that's when they do it.
Again, but brother, people like, why did you pick those days?
I didn't.
I didn't.
Right.
Well, if there's another date that others want to come and do
Right.
stuff, that's
You're not going to
great.
turn them away.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
again. What? Oh, I'm sorry. You're available on the 18th? You're there.
Yeah. Yeah, look, man. Yeah.
We said don't show up. We just said this is when they're coming. You can't be there. We'll see you when you can be there. We'll leave a tree just for you.
Actually, I have one marked out for Susan.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
No, this.
I'll pick my steps and I'm ready. I just can't do that weekend either. But you know what? There will be a time that I will be there with the chainsaw. I can hardly wait.
Hope Stock. You need to come down a day earlier in Hope Stock. And I'll make sure the chainsaw's gassed up.
There you go.
Ready to go.
I got my own. I don't
Okay,
mind.
bring your own,
There you
but
go.
I will save a tree for you.
Listen, Lee, hey,
Thank
she's
you.
better off than my wife. My wife would be like, yep, I got a chainsaw. Let's call my husband.
I
Yep.
think
There's such a thing called chainsaw set. There's like 4 levels of certification. I got number 1. So I know more than the average Joe. And I really enjoy it. It's
There
fun.
you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get in there. Get her done.
Time out, Sue.
Yeah.
4 levels of chainsaw certification. I guess I just grew up in the wrong era because my grandpa said we need 6 cords in the basement by fall.
Go. Go and don't
Yeah,
die.
Roger that.
Yeah, that was about the rule.
There you go. And God be with you and keep all your fingers.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, not only that, then you got the event happening in May.
Oh, what a blessing.
That's
What a
amazing.
blessing.
And you said you're going to turn it into a basic resource expo for you while you have everything going on down there, taking care of veterans every way you possibly can.
Again, we're bringing in our resource partners,
Right.
right? Because I'm like, one church stepped up and said, we will host this event for you.
There you go.
I'm like, praise God.
Yes.
He goes, so here's your 5 rooms. And then I'm looking at the room and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, no, we can do more. I go back to Pastor Brad. What are you gonna let me get away with? He goes, you got the room, man. Done.
There you go. Go. All you got to do is spread the word, brother. Spread the
Yeah.
word.
Done.
There you go.
Yeah. Resource partners coming. I know Ryan Hunt out of Chicago is coming down with 10th Mountain Recruiting.
Nice.
I know Frago 22 is coming up. Hopefully your trip down to Georgia will get some more of those guys up on that day.
Roger that.
That would be
We will see what happens from all that God puts together.
that's it.
We walk his path, bring his children together, and all we do is grow and flourish from there, right, brother?
That's it. Had a great phone call today. Again, folks, I apologize if you think I'm mean, but Well, no, Sue, you know that thing we had in the meeting this morning with that 1 o'clock meeting? That nobody could figure out who scheduled it?
Mhm.
I don't know how I got it, but they called.
Wasn't me.
It was, no, it wasn't you, but they went into the spiel, the elevator pitch thing. And I went, okay, I don't know how you set this up, but I will answer this phone anytime because this is the DieHard phone and a veteran could be in distress. Got it. If I'm awake, this phone gets answered. That's just how it rolls. But I was nice and I was saying, look, I gave Kurt's email. If you want to talk about all that, you email Kurt. If you want to help save veterans' lives, you have my number. Have your CEO call me. And the CEO did.
There you go.
Nice.
We spent a good 45 minutes on a phone call. And now we're working to see what's going to move forward.
Roger that.
Awesome.
Hence, people share the mission. That's all it takes.
That's right.
If that's all you can do, share this mission. Tell the world.
Yep.
So what do you got going on in your life besides, well, tell everybody why you're going to Georgia.
Well, what I'm going to Georgia for is I'm the national director for Veteran Biz Connect. So what I do for the Veterans Affairs for that is I help build networking platforms, chapters all over the nation. So I'm bringing together several like-minded individuals like Brian, like myself, that are all veteran-owned businesses or have their own veteran service organizations that they founded. We're coming together because in the military, we had MOSs. That was your specialization. That's what you specialized in. That's where you focused. That's what you did. You didn't leave your lane. You weren't an 11 Bravo and go over and try to fix a vehicle. That was the mechanic's job. You weren't 11 and Bravo and you went down and tried to, do the radio ops. Nope, that was the radio operator's job. Well, yep, there you go. Out here in this world, we have too many veteran service organizations that claim to be one-stop shops that do not focalize on what they're supposed to be doing, and they venture into too many different areas, and then the waters get all muddy. They get all mucked up. So I have found at least 16 so far like-minded individuals that have specializations in their veteran service organizations or in what they specialize in and are wanting to come together to be able to unify veteran services up and down the East Coast to be able to make it more direct and focused on how we take care of the veterans like a military unit. We are the largest military community in this nation, the veteran community. There's more veterans than there are active military personnel. So if we come together, we will be the largest military unit in this nation. If we can come together, work together, support each other, watch out for each other, and like we all did in basic training, when we got to the top of that wall, turn around, put your hand down, and bring the next veteran up with you while you're going over. That's all we got to start doing. And as long as we start taking care of each other, everybody else falls in line or they fall off to the wayside because they have nobody to take care of, because they can't go money grabbing, because it's going to the proper places where it's needed, to the veterans that need it.
Oh, brother. I mean, yeah, look, folks, we do an outreach program, the Fellowship Breakfast. That's our only outreach program. That's it.
Right.
But that falls under our mission of giving veterans a safe, secure place to find fellowship support and hope. That's our mission.
Right.
Our facilities. This is what we specialize in, the facility.
And I love it. The other thing that's all happening with each and every one of these individuals that are coming together, every one of the programs are faith-based. Is that speaking volumes that God is stepping in each and every one of the aspects and bringing his children together to take care of one another? That's what we have been lacking. And what I'm finding, Brian, is most of our fellow veterans that are out there that are looking for something or that are slightly lost because they lost their mission. If we give them the mission and bring them together, that's when they start to rise to the top.
Again, brother, I know this. This is why it's like Bob Rush. Look, I got it. It's in McKenna, Illinois. But we right now can currently host events. We have a licensed kitchen. Where did that go? I just renewed that. I can't lose that piece of paper.
You lost the kitchen or the piece of paper? Which one are you looking for?
The licensing for the
Okay.
kitchen.
All right, just making sure.
A licensing for the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's licensed. We have the handicap bathroom that we need. We have the regular bathrooms that we need. We have a day room. We have a meeting room. Come use the facility, please.
Here you go. Well, listen, this is one thing that you can start doing. You know, I'd love to help you set it up in any way possible. You're saying you have the facility and you want to use it. We can set up a Veteran Biz Connect chapter there where you start bringing in veteran-owned businesses and veteran service organizations on a weekly basis to meet, to do the referral system, to start creating that economic synergy, to be able to doing that. And then on top of it, once a month, you turn that networking event into a fundraiser. So now you're doubling down. You're giving your services of your building out to the local veterans, service organizations, and the community, because that's what you want to do. That's what you're there. That's what your mission's for. And then you're getting them to come in routinely. We set that up. And once a month, you have a drawing. You have something. You have some kind of way that you bring revenue into the nonprofit. So not only are you getting a tax rebate for what you're doing, they're getting write-offs for what they're doing, and you're giving benefit to the community and your fellow veterans all at once. These are the kinds of things that I like to do all over the nation because our veteran-owned businesses and our veteran service organizations don't know where to turn to find each other to even have the conversation, let alone having a facility like yours that can bring enough of them in. And it's a stabilized place in the community for them to start talking about.
Brother, there's only one thing I'm lacking to be able to do that right now. Well, two things.
Okay.
Volunteers, because I can't be there all the time.
Yep, you need one volunteer to open that door and be there as the facilitator.
Yep, to make the coffee. Oh, speaking of that, buy more third day coffee Seguin so we can get free coffee. Veteran-owned, faith-based coffee business. I
hear you.
Hey guys, order 3 bags. We get a bag for free.
There you go.
We save. We can make coffee for the vet biz people coming. Wow.
There you go. That's the way it all works around in the circle. We support each other. It becomes a self-sustainable economic synergy within our own community that's self-perpetuating, all the time taking care of itself. We're not looking outside. We're not looking for the government subsidies because we're creating that own economic wheel that is based upon the strongest community in the nation if we come together. And I'm talking all diversified sides of that community. I don't want anybody trying to say that I was trying to pinpoint it as one thing. I'm talking about my female veterans. I'm talking about any nationality, race, creed, color veteran. As long as you hold a DD 214 and you serve, you, in my opinion, are willing, able, and sign that check. That's all I cared about.
Again, brother, that's us. It's
Yep.
look, why don't you name your facilities after people that won the Medal of Honor? Because they got buildings on bases named after them.
Right.
We name our facilities after the ones we've lost to the battle at home.
Right.
Okay? There's a reason why we do that.
Yep.
Lest you forget. Right?
Understand?
No, I'm just explaining to the
No, the masses.
audience
The
too
masses.
of,
I get it.
yeah, that don't think that we don't do. And I guess I'm going to be venting here, but Susan, how many times do people reach out to us? Why don't you tell us about all the veterans you're helping? Why don't you put their stories on social media? Because they're not ready to tell their story? Why would I use the suffering of my brother or sister to pull on your heartstring?
Right.
Could I? Yeah.
Do other organizations?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. But that's what's wrong.
That's right. Right.
Whole t-shirt, right? Courtney, you give us $22 a month, do you get a free t-shirt? No. Because there's no such thing as a free t-shirt.
Right. Nope, I get it.
Well, you get it.
Yeah.
I just love having somebody behind me going, yeah, look, guys, he's got it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where it's at. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, those are the ways that we're supposed to be going at it. You know, I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate. Letting them know the number of veterans that you help is a positive thing because it puts no name out there, no situation, no, lets them know the number of veterans that get serviced, lets them know the number of veterans that you're taking care of. That's a positive thing. That's a good thing without putting anybody's stuff out there. So I
Okay.
always highly encourage that. But the other things that they're asking about, talking about, like if it was me, you were talking about me, you'd be talking about my 2 times being a suicide survivor, me being a former alcoholic, me being bedridden for 7 years and going from under 160 pounds to over 350. All those things, all that pain, all that anguish that I went through, putting it out there without me knowing it. And then somebody walking up and going, "Oh, I feel so bad for you." What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, "Oh yeah, I heard all the things that happened to you." From where? How? Like, that's not somebody wants to walk. And then my anxiety and my depression and all that, my fear of being outside of my house goes through the roof. My PTSD goes off the wall. Now I'm even worse. I'm going to go down a deeper rabbit hole. And that's why you protect them in that manner. But when they're ready, you're not going to tell them no. You're going to let them scream it from the mountaintops. What they went through, how you help them, where they're at now, and how they can help the next veteran. I know it. That's the whole point of the mission.
Look, guys, there's going to be veterans we help that will never want to tell
Right.
their story.
Right.
They want to go, I'm doing this now, Doc. I'm good. Praise
And they want to go to the next person that they meet and say, "Listen, I'm better because of this. You should go check them out." Not on social media, because they want to go talk to somebody. Not because they want to post or be at a podcast or be anything else, because they want to go talk to somebody and put their hand out and say, "I know this place can help you. They helped me." And come back and help you help more. That's their way of talking about it. That's their way of doing it. That's their way of being a part of it. That's just as acceptable. But society nowadays, because so many people are doing what we're doing and talking and putting their stuff out there, they think everybody should.
No. People send me these things. Look what this person's doing. He gave $100 to a homeless guy. Great. He bought him lunch. But did he fix the problem?
Right. Exactly.
Why is this veteran homeless?
Right. And I went through the same thing with my local American Legion post, not 5 weeks ago. Had a soldier that got brought to my attention that had been living in a car for 4 years. I will not say his name, location, anything along those lines, but that's what his choice was. He was offered times to go somewhere else, and he chose not to because there was underlying situations that nobody knew about, that nobody had the time to get to understand. But once we finally did, we got him to a safe place. Now, 5 weeks later, he came to me and the other friend that helped him and said, I never want to live in my car again. Because we cared, because we gave him the time, because we didn't force him to meet us where we were. We went to him and met him where he was, on his level, on his comfort zone, on his ability to take his time. And now he never wants to be in that situation ever again. We got him his benefits. Now he's at 90%. The paperwork's in to take him up to 100 because he's unemployable. So he has $2,300 a month coming in. Now he can pay for his own place. We got him in the system for HUD housing. These things are, see, you got to take one step at a time. But five weeks ago, when I first met him, he wasn't ready for any of that.
Again, that's why our facilities, the skill training, the counseling, the therapies, the retreat centers, that's the everyday things.
Right.
The everyday things a veteran can come sit by the pond and chill.
Right.
Right? To become a resident, that veteran has to show us that, yes, I'm ready for the help.
I will be a productive member of your organization.
I will put in the work.
Yep. Right.
Okay, cool. Here's your room. Here's your meal card. Let's go. We're
right.
Oh, by the way, you're gonna be meeting with Ryan Hunt, who's gonna find you a job.
Yep. That's all part of it.
Yeah, that's all part of this whole thing.
That's right. And it's a beautiful situation, and it's a beautiful system, and it's a beautiful thing that you're doing one step at a time. And more people just need to understand to follow the system rather than trying to reinvent the wheel. The system's there and it works. Follow it.
Again, no one organization, folks, I'm here to tell you, no one organization can do it all.
No.
Can't.
No.
Our part are the facilities. Every facility will have a resource center on it, where our resource partners get to have a free office to bring their programs to the veterans, right? In that resource center, quarterly, we will have a resource fair. Employers can come in looking for veterans. That's the whole plan of that resource center.
Right.
The hub of the community. If you want to help veterans, you have a service or a program, I know where I get to go. Every quarter, we will be doing that on every facility. Right? That's part of our way of giving back to the community.
Right.
Right? But any day a veteran can come to any facility and go to that resource center and say, hey, I could use some help.
Right.
Okay, man. Or while you're here, we're having a little barbecue. Come on down.
I'll grab something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sue, I love you. You're great. Keep up the great work. But I know there's sometimes you go, what is he talking about?
Who wouldn't?
Once in a blue moon.
Sue was a great patriot. EMT, cares about veterans, loves veterans, right? Why would I turn her away from helping?
Right.
And she brings stuff to the team that us veterans go, huh?
Right.
And vice
Listen.
versa. But yeah,
But it makes us think. So the best product comes out of those thinking sessions.
Right. One of the best things a good leader can do, and I see that in you every time that we talk, is knowing that they have to surround themselves with smarter people than them.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way that we succeed correctly, because not one person can know everything and be an expert at everything. But as long as you find those people that can specialize and know what to do that you don't know what to do, that's how you succeed. That's how you move forward. That's how the ladder starts going up one rung at a time.
Again, folks, Susan, resources, education. If you want to bring those programs to our mission, that's who you're going to talk to right there.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
She in turn gets to talk to me.
Right. And delegate all her stuff she doesn't want to do to Kurt.
Yes.
I'm sure. I didn't know that's how this works. I missed that memo.
He's not here to defend himself, so we get to vol and dump everything on him.
Ball and dump. Now there's a new word. I've been ball and told before, but ball and dump.
Yeah, well, he's not here. We're dumping it all on his shoulders.
Oh, look. So ain't nothing better than when you go into your office and they got this little red manila envelope that's sitting there, and it's from the battalion commander, and you open it and it has memos. You have been assigned this additional duty. What?
That's right. Just happens to be on the bottom of each one of those memos. This time it says Kurt.
Yeah. No, serious. There's certain things in the military commanders ain't stupid.
Nope.
But it's like, hey, sir, I don't have a problem helping you, but really, you could have talked to me about this first.
Right. Right. And talking about good leadership and all that stuff, being on that podcast that we were on Saturday with Zach Clayton, and
Amazing.
Sue and Kurt showing up there for that to talk about Project DieHard, be there, getting the mission out, talking about it, and expressing what Project DieHard can do for more on that type of podcast. It just shows you that your people that are around you can be out there progressing the mission without you standing by their side and looking over their shoulder. That's a beautiful thing to have those kinds of people working with you. And Zach's doing the same thing. Zach was surrounding himself for 22 hours around other people that were specialized in different areas that he had no idea how to do, but he learned so much that day.
Oh, Zach is an outstanding. Actually, if you go to our website, you see the community pay it forward.
Right.
It's listed there.
That's right.
Okay, Brother Zach, I know you're going to be looking at this. So look, man, I'm sorry I couldn't make it this weekend. That's why I have Sue and Kurt. Brother,
Two beautiful representatives. They did a great job.
This mission has grown so much. I'm putting out fires left, right, and sideways. In fact, to everybody that helps, thank you. God bless. I wish I could spend every minute of every day with you guys. I really do. Tom understands. He calls at times and I'm going, yeah, brother, what do you need? And it's like, I'm moving.
Right.
Hang
Hang up. I'll send you a text. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Yeah. Hey, let me hit you back.
That's right.
You know, I'm not dissing anybody. It's just, I got
Priorities that have to be taken care of. So sorry, not as the military personnel can be taken care of. The veterans can be taken care of.
yeah, but I'm trying to say this in a way that it's not me, it's God doing all of it. I'm not boasting.
You just said it. You didn't have to figure it out. You just said it. It has nothing to do about you. It's about the mission that he has you walking. You're walking his path, not your own.
Yeah, and hey, boss, not so many. I'm loving it, but not so many. Send more help. Send more help.
And help. They're coming. 35 of them in a couple of weeks. And
Right.
actually, before we're all done here, you got to remind everybody what's coming up in the end of July.
Oh yeah, Hope Stock.
Oh, that little thing called Hope Stock.
Again, big records. Tim, Dawn, they're handling Hope Stock. Why do I need to? I don't need to jump into their. That's not my.
Everyone, we all need to show up for that weekend.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, everybody needs to show up. But yeah, the back end on that is real simple, folks. The headline patron, the one that gets the big logo on the back of the shirt, right? That you're going to buy. We're not giving them. That's 12 grand. You ask any marketing person, that's cheap. Or more supporting patrons or the Hope Stock. 3 grand each. 24,000 total. That covers all the Hope Stock expenses.
Awesome. Anyone listening who is planning to be one of those, get your reservation in now. It's going to be gone. This is when you want to get your hand up and say, hey, how do I get one of those spots? Because
yeah, I'll cover that. Let me know. And yeah, you got to reach out.
Don't miss
Everybody's got to tell everybody, look, I know we got 8 bands now booked.
Yes.
Don't ask me their names.
Right.
I know we got 8 bands booked because Tim said, hey, we got 8 bands.
There you go. And that's all you need to know.
That's all I need to know.
That's all you need to know.
That's all I need to know is, hey, we got 8 bands.
Roger that.
Thanks.
Yep.
And I would love to be able to report to them on my end, hey, we got all the patrons covered. That way they don't worry about what they're worried about.
Right. They do their job, you're not worried. You do your job, they're not worried. That's how that works. That's how it works. Yep.
Yep.
So you guys are talking about your big events coming up. You know, the big event that I got coming up in my life is in June. It's the Army 250th birthday, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, June 13th, 14th, 15th is the largest Army celebration happening in the United States up here in Philadelphia, the birthplace of the Army.
Yep.
AUSA Chapter Penn and Franklin is the board that is putting this together for the Army and doing it right. It is 3 beautiful days of events and things happening. The main focus is on the 14th. So if you're up in the Philadelphia area, please come to the Independence Mall and check out all the festivities that we'll be having all day long, with a culminating concert at the end of the night, based with the Tradoc band on stage. You know, and as of right now, there are rumors that War and Treaty will be there. So nothing is locked down with them, but that is the talk right now, that they want to come to be a part of that. That's a beautiful thing. And then the 15th, we're going to be having the actual reenactment, if that's what you're allowed to call them, or drama-filled, performance, whatever they like to be called these days, of George Washington's commissioning and his actual march towards Boston. So it's a beautiful thing that we're going to be doing over those 3 days. And I hope to have as many of the fellow Army guys out there and those that are looking to join the military to come see the capabilities of what it is that we do and the benefits that you can receive.
Awesome.
I know I got to be up north in September.
Okay.
I know I have to be on that one because that is the Big Red One reunion.
There you go.
And when you got 4 generations that served at the same division in combat, we're kind of required to make appearances.
I got you. I got one of those patches.
Yeah.
One of those combat patches with the big red one.
Oh, yeah. Look, I love it, but grandfather, World War II.
Yep.
Uncle, Vietnam. Me, Desert Storm. My son, Iraqi Freedom. So it's that generational thing I think they care about for some strange reason.
Roger that. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yep. So,
yeah,
a lot of beautiful things happening this year. 2025 is going to be amazing.
Yeah, we kind of take our traditions a little serious.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I'm explaining to Sue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The billion over here. I get it.
I know. Listen, you're around us enough. You understand. You get it.
Speaking of being around, bring them in.
He's here. Come on in, Kurt.
There he is.
Welcome.
Kurt, how we doing, buddy?
Why, thank you very much. Fantastic. It's a great day.
All right. Now we get to vol and dump all the stuff while he is here.
Yeah, they introduced a new word, dump. I'm like, oh boy. The truck was facing your way, so be ready.
Right.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Kurt, I was in the show before, that 1 o'clock meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a phone call. They called me and it was a sales pitch. You might be getting an email from her, right? But I spent 45 minutes with their CEO today. I'll let you know if it goes any further.
Okay. Sounds good.
Serious, Tom, we have a Monday morning like huddle.
Yeah.
And there's once in a while I'll throw out, because I'll get email traffic copied to me. And I was like, who set this up?
Where did this come from?
Still
Because I literally have 5 Google calendars. Every morning when I wake up, I get a cup of coffee, come in here, watch a podcast of a good speaker that I follow. There's times I want to like, yes, but while that's going, I'm looking at the calendar. calendar's on this screen, all the emails on this screen. That's all done before 6. Because that's when the phone calls start coming in.
Right. Right. And this is when you should be going across your screen with those finger puppets, Kurt.
Yeah.
There it is.
He was doing it on Saturday during the podcast, and I was dying. He had a turtle that he kept popping up with, and a crab that he came in with the shark. I was losing it.
This is the general of the New Earth Army.
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah, so
Oh,
good.
I was
This is-
dying.
This is why Kurt is totally responsible for Project DieHard's Wacky Wednesday.
There you go. Perfect person.
If you have something wacky for veterans, Kurt is the guy. We will run it on Wednesday.
There you go. So I have to ask the one question that I have for both Susan and Kurt. Are you guys in the same house? Because it looks like she's in a Tudor
Yeah.
home right now with all the wood behind it, and then you're in an all-white office. So it looks like you're in two
Basement.
totally different. Oh, you're in the bait.
I'm in the
Put her in the
basement.
basement, bro. Wow. This guy.
This is nice.
It is. It is nice. I thought it was a whole nother house.
Yeah, no.
No. Who goes down there
Right, to get away from him.
to
I
get
got it.
away from him?
I got it. And the turtle and the crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
again, folks, look, marriage is a sacred thing,
Oh, yes.
but there's a reason why I have a detached shop.
Okay. Right. That's why I have a bed behind me. If I wind up being down here too long, she just tells me to stay down here.
Yeah, that's just,
Don't wake me up. Yeah, yeah.
That's right. Don't wake me up. Stay down there.
Oh, stop working so hard. That's hard to
It is.
It is what it is.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
what it is.
yeah, look.
You guys all understand it and know it, because once we shut down, once we stop, once we quit moving, there's not always somebody there that we can rely upon to pick up the load and keep moving it forward. And the mission is what's more important that he has us walking on than what it is and where I'm going to sleep tonight. It's all about the mission and what we can do moving forward.
Again, folks, this is why we need more volunteers. Sue does everything she can. Kurt does everything he can. I need people to help these outstanding people. Okay? You're not volunteering to hear my voice because hopefully you never have to.
But you're on Monday nights. Come on, everybody's gotta listen to this.
Yeah, okay, Monday nights, I got it, but this is the update. This is, hey, let's have a little fun. But serious in the day-to-day operations, to all the volunteers, thank you and God bless for what you do. If I have to get involved within your volunteerism, that means one of two things. I've identified and I'm going to move you up in the organization or out.
Listen, going from a Joe up to a sergeant, all the ranks, everything, the last thing you want to talk to or see or hear is the commander. And because either you're going to hear a long speech and you're going to receive something, or you're going to hear a short speech and you're going to lose something. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, look, guys, the volunteer events we do, if you see me floating around, I'll be wearing the same volunteer shirt you're going to buy because I bought it. But that's the shirt I wear. I'm no better than anybody else. I've had people go, why are you emptying trash cans?
It needs to be done.
Needs to be done.
they're full, they need to be emptied, and the person that's doing this is taking a break.
Or they're over there doing the other one.
Yeah, I'm no better than anybody else.
Roger that.
But you're the founder. Yeah, okay, and
Right.
that's one thing I can't stand when people come to volunteer and they think, well, I'm important. Yeah, yeah, here's the shovel.
And the horse went over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, don't pull that when you come to Die Hard.
Yeah, roger that.
All right, Sue, it's that time, right?
It is that time. And this, it's so much fun when we all get together like this. Thomas, really, you're a joy to have your presence, your energy. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. We do actually, at the end of our evening here, we go around and we do share a word of hope for our veterans. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this to Brian to get us started out tonight.
You picked me last week.
Oh my God.
Okay, look, brothers and sisters, what can I tell you? It's going to get better because it can't get any worse, right? Had an old instructor told me once, you know what pain is good for? It lets you know you're alive. And if you're alive, you can fight. Don't give up the fight. You feel pain right now, I know. I still feel it. But don't give up the fight. Keep going. Because I'm not going to quit trying to get this thing done for you. I need you to hang on. There you go.
I'm going to go right around my screen. Kurt, you're up next.
All right. Well, for me, what I'm experiencing is as I do what I can, going to Zoom meetings or alignable meetings or getting out and doing this ambassador thing and introducing what our mission is here. I'm just very pleased by the responses we get, in terms of our shop talk and getting done what needs done at Project DieHard. It's obviously a slow process because where Brian's sitting, it's kind of like, well, Kurt, sounds good, but where am I seeing it on my desk? So it's a process, but I still am encouraged to say that when I'm in a breakout room and I'm talking to people and people are looking very, very excited to do a follow-up. And, just today I was on an alignable meeting and, I could just see the lady I was speaking with. I could just see her heart kind of and she was legitimately gracious to me for what I do here with Project DieHard. So it's a tremendous honor and a privilege to be able to be in this capacity. And so building off what Brian said, it's like, I need time. Brian saying he needs time. We're all going to say we need time. So please do it for us. Hang in there. We've got a lot in the works. I could describe a dozen different things that are going on that are all loose ends that just give us some months here. This is going to be a response like our world has never seen before, and you are a part of it. So please stay tuned. Back to you, Sue.
Awesome. Thank you, Kurt. And Thomas, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm going to pass it to you for your word to our veterans.
Not a problem. Thank you. It's a pleasure to always be here. Thank you very much for your kind words. I appreciate it. So I give all glory to God. It's his path. It's his walk. It's his way. What you're going through and what you're dealing with is his way of preparing you for what he needs you to do. The things that I went through, nobody wants to go through them, but I'm glad I did because now I'm here, ready, able, and willing to take on our #1 mission. And that's what Brian said, stay alive. That's our #1 mission, is hold on. We got your 6. We're coming. It's getting there. One day at a time, one step at a time, one veteran at a time. God bless. Stay strong. Be safe. Spread the mission.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Thomas. And as last word here tonight, I actually turned on the radio just briefly on my ride home, and that song was the first thing that came on that's saying, God's not done with you yet. God's not done. He's not done writing your story. You need something to look forward to. Clue into all the things going on here. We have things for you. We've got the Veterans Breakfast on that first Wednesday of the month. Join us for that. We've got the weekend coming up in March at Fob Rush. Come join us for that. We got the date in May, end of May, to get together. We got Hope Stock coming. There are so many things to look forward to. Hop on board. Join us in what we're doing here. Let us help you. Whatever it is that you need, let us help you. There's a place for you here. So thank you so much for all you do. For all of us here at Project DieHard, we truly thank you.